Good evening to the parents and guardians of our Newton County school system, rising ninth grade students. I am Dr. Nikita Warfield, Director of Secondary Education and Professional Learning. Tonight, it is our team's goal to ensure that you have an opportunity to connect with your child's administrative team, as well as share the process for high school registration. Transitioning to high school is a big challenge for students. There is more independence and a wider range of classes and activities to select from. However, we have a great team of individuals that are committed to ensuring that your child experiences a smooth transition into high school. Tonight, you will meet a few of these individuals. We will begin with Alcovy High School, home of the Tigers. Principal Williams and team, please greet your parents.
Good evening, parents and students. I'm Dr. Christopher Williams, principal of Alcovy, and I look forward to meeting and working with the parents and students which are zoned for Alcovy. The Alcovy team is represented by Ms. Shauna Buggs, ninth grade counselor, Ms. Karen Gibbs, ninth grade administrator, and Mr. Jacob Bueller, curriculum and instruction administrator. At Alcovy, we are in the middle of a resurgence with a great upward trajectory. We strive to provide a safe environment that is conducive to student learning. My role in assisting rising ninth grade students is to set the academic and school cultural expectations and to be helpful and accessible to all ninth grade students. To learn more about the Alcovy team and what Alcovy has to offer ninth grade students, please visit Alcovy's website at ahs.newtoncountyschools.org and click the Rising Ninth Graders tab at the top of the page. I will also place the link in the chat box. At this time, I will turn the program over to Ms. Buggs, but as I close, always remember, Tigers roar and have Tiger pride.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mrs. Buggs. I am the ninth grade counselor at Alcovy High School. My responsibility as the ninth grade counselor is to ensure that you all have a seamless transition to high school and to place you on track to graduate from high school. When you enter into ninth grade, most of you will have the same classes, that all ninth graders have, which would be your ninth grade literature, Algebra 1, your government class, and biology. Some students do take high school classes in middle school. And in that case, I will help you with knowing the additional classes that you will take and just help you navigate through your pathways, what electives you want to take, and just make sure that you are informed. I'm also here if you have any personal issues that you need to talk about, any difficulties that you are experiencing, whether they are personal or school related. I also encourage parents, if you haven't done so already, to go ahead and sign up for a parent account in Infinite Campus. In Infinite Campus, you will be able to find a lot of the questions that you may have, such as what is my student's grade, or what can I do to help my student bring their grades up. In Infinite Campus, you can find your students' overall grades. You can find the students' different assignments, any assignments that are missing, and their grades for each individual assignment. So if you haven't done so already, I highly encourage you to go ahead and set up an Infinite Campus account. I look forward to meeting all of you, and I will go ahead and pass it over to Mrs. Gibbs.
Good evening. I'm Karen Gibbs, Assistant Principal, Ninth Grade Academy, Alcovy High School, and it's my pleasure to speak to you all on tonight. For the last 2 years, it's been an honor to serve as ninth grade administrator. My office is conveniently located on our ninth grade wing, where I stand readily available to assist my students as well as my parents to the best of my ability. Parents, please know that you will be a vital part of your child's matriculation through high school, and I'm truly excited to be a part of the process. I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to this experience with your child. Thank you. Again, I am Karen Gibbs, Alcovy High School, where the Tigers roar.
Last but not least, I'm Jacob Bueller. I am the Assistant Principal of Curriculum and Instruction. While I don't work solely with the ninth graders like Ms. Bugs and Ms. Gibbs do, I work with all students and help make sure that they have the most appropriate schedule for their high school career, as well as help make sure that they succeed in graduation and then going into college. We are all excited to have you next year, and we're truly, truly excited to get to work and get to know every single one of you. Thank you so much for attending tonight. We look forward to working with you. Dr. Warfield, I now place in your hands.
Thank you so much, Alcovy High School. Parents, if you have any questions throughout this meeting, please click on the link in the description of this YouTube live stream and submit your questions. We will answer your questions at the conclusion of this meeting. Next, we have Principal Chur from Eastside High School. He will greet you with Eagle Pride. Principal Chur.
Hello, everybody. It is a great day to be an Eagle, and we are so excited that our 8th grade students are looking forward to transitioning to high school. I know there's a lot of trepidation. I know it can be daunting at times, but we have a lot of great opportunities for you to learn, grow, develop, and reach your fullest potential. So as we get ready and prepare for life after middle school and preparation for high school, there's a few things I want to make sure that you're aware of. First of all, at Eastside High School, it is always a great day to be an Eagle. It is what we start the day with, and it truly is an opportunity each day for us to make use of the blessings and the opportunities that we have to grow and develop. So who's ready? I know that right now, your 7th and 8th grade school years have been tumultuous, have been confusing. It's been confusing and difficult for us as well. But we take it one day at a time. And right now, all I can do is encourage you as an 8th grader to continue to learn each day, regardless of what format you're in right now. What you are doing is establishing a foundation for success in the future. So the importance of each class that you have will carry with you as we build upon that foundation and challenge you and prepare you for life after graduation. We do so by following our mission statement of excellence for all students through strong relationships and instructional strategies delivered by effective teachers. This is the resounding mission statement that carries us through each and every day and through the decisions that we have. Next school year for Eastside High School will be daunting. As we emerge from a pandemic, we will begin in this building, our current facility, and we will be transitioning to the new facility, the new Eastside High School, hopefully in the middle of the school year. So we are excited about that, and you would be the first freshman class to enter that new building. And we're excited for the class of 2025. But your destination, while the facility will change over the course of your high school career, your ultimate destination is graduation. We've got a road that fits you, that's ready for you. Now, are you ready for the road? It's going to take time for you to engage in learning, engage in growth, engage in maturation, engage in preparation for your life after high school. And to every single 8th grader that is listening, watching right now, let me just tell you, get involved. Find opportunities to serve, find opportunities to cheer, find opportunities to contribute. It's one of the things that marks each of our schools is those opportunities to be involved. I'm about to show you a video, one of my favorite videos, and some of you may actually be in this video. And while I am a football fan, there's more than football that's occurring. What you see here is pregame at one of our football games. And while you may look at it and just see football players or cheerleaders and say, oh, Mr. Chur, as principal of the school, you just must love football. I do love football, but that's not the reason why I love this video. I love this video because it really is indicative of the opportunities you as a student have to be involved. If you see there, obviously there's football players run through, but you see cheerleaders cheering. On the side, you see young men and women carrying flags and school spirit. Up in the stands, you see a big student section of students, young men and young women in pink gear as we had it pink out. That's the student section, our Eagle's Nest. You also in the distance see our Pride of Eastside marching band. Surrounding all of our students is a community of adults, a community of stakeholders, a community of business people, and also you see the future. Those young men and young boys, young ladies that are involved in the rec department cheerleading program. This is community. And community is sparked and community is grown by our schools being strong places for students to be involved, students to grow and to develop. So whether you are Alcovy, Newton, or Eastside student, this is the opportunity. Now is the time for us to make a better tomorrow in a safe environment as we continue to strive towards a day and a destination for you in 2025 that looks like this, where you will be in a cap and a gown, and hopefully we will be at a safe place where we can reenact a graduation that is similar to what you see here, where there is young men, young ladies that have smiles on their faces as they have arrived at the final destination, that they are at graduation. At Eastside, we have a tradition and legacy that Eastside graduates excellence. Now, you're going to hear some information later on tonight about registration. You're going to have questions about classes, and all of the information shared with you is pretty consistent among the high schools with regards to math, science, language arts, social studies, and offerings of electives may change a little bit. But what doesn't change is that each of us have a goal to graduate students that are prepared for life after high school with a variety of opportunities. At Eastside, we define that Eastside graduates excellence. As Alcovy High School shared, we encourage you also to take a look at our Eastside webpage as it continues to be updated daily with information for our parents and for our students so that you can be informed and aware of how these 4 years will occur. They will go quickly, parents, these 4 years. But just understand that at our school, we're here because we begin each school day by challenging our staff and challenging our students with this statement. Make the most of each opportunity to learn, grow, develop, and reach your fullest potential, as there is no such thing as an unimportant person or an unimportant day. My name is Jeff Chur. I'm principal of Eastside High School. Look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Our assistant principal for curriculum instruction is Mr. Bart Buff. Our 9th grade counselor and department chair of our counseling department, guidance department, is Miss Erin Lowry. All that information, contact information, is on the Eastside webpage. We look forward to you joining us and contributing to the legacy that Eastside graduates excellence.
Thank you so much, Principal Chur. Parents, again, if you have any questions throughout this presentation, please click on the link in the description of this YouTube live stream and submit your questions, and we will answer them at the conclusion of this presentation. To conclude our introductions from our high schools, we have Principal Buff and team from Newton High School, where Rams rise. Principal Buff.
Good evening, parents and students of the class of 2025. I'm Dr. Shannon Buff, and I am the proud principal of Newton High School, where we are Rams. We are respectful, we are accountable, we are motivated, we are successful, we are Rams, and Rams rise. At Newton High School, we believe that every child should have every chance to succeed. And it's not just a motto, it's something that we live by each and every day. We are home to Newton County's flagship school, and also home to the prestigious Academy of Liberal Arts at Newton High School, known as Alanis. We are joined tonight by Ms. Mitchell, who is our assistant principal for curriculum instruction, Ms. Erica Mickens, which is our 9th grade counselor and also our Alanis counselor, and Mr. Michael Chappell, he is our 9th grade administrator. When your child comes to Newton High School, you will become part of our RAM family, and we will treat you like you are part of our family. We will love your child, we will support your child, and we will encourage them throughout their entire experience at Newton High School. I want to echo what Mr. Chur just shared a moment ago. When you come, get involved. Get involved in volunteering at the school, have your student become involved in our clubs and organization, because it's very, very important that your child know that they have a place to belong and that they are involved in the life and community of our school. If you need more information about the programs and offerings that we have, such as extracurricular activities and clubs, please visit our website, www.nhs.newtoncountyschools.org. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful ninth grade counselor, Miss Erica Mickens.
Thank you, Dr. Buck. Good evening, parents and class of 2025 students. We are excited about the opportunity to meet with you all. And I'm Ms. Erica Mickens, as Dr. Buff stated. I'm the ninth grade counselor as well as the Alumnus counselor at Newton High School. We know that these are unprecedented times, but as Rams, we rise above any obstacles in our way. And we are committed to supporting you at Newton High School. We're also committed to making these next 4 years very enjoyable for you and making it your best years yet. As your counselor, I will assist you with any and all academic needs, your college and career readiness skills, as well as any social and emotional needs that you may have. My goal is to adequately prepare you for all of your post-secondary goals and dreams. So partner with a wonderful staff that we have here at Newton High School, as well as myself. We are excited about meeting you in the future, and we want to wish you well.
Good evening, RAM fam, class of 2025. I am Ms. Monique Mitchell. I'm the Assistant Principal of Instruction. My primary goal is to assist our dynamic teaching team with helping you reach your fullest potential. We will assist the district office with making sure that you are prepared and college and career ready. Each and every day, I will visit your classrooms to help oversee your achievement. I will be along the sidelines cheering for you on Friday nights. I look forward to welcoming you this fall and most definitely watching you graduate in 2025. If you need any additional information about the electives that we offer, as well as our extracurricular activities, please feel free to send me an email. I look forward to seeing y'all in person soon.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, my name is Michael Chappell. I'm the ninth grade assistant principal at Newton High School. We want to thank everybody for joining us on tonight. We are Newton High School, and we look forward to meeting you and having an exciting time with all of you. We just want you at this time to prepare yourself for high school. I know you're still in the 8th grade, but we want you to be prepared for the responsibilities of being a high school student. Parents, we're here for you. We care about your students, and we're going to treat them as they were our own kids. We like to say that we all have kids during the day. All 2,500 of our Rams are our students and our children during the day. And the freshman class is the biggest class. So I like to say I'm the dad of the proud freshman class. And I thank each and every one of you for entrusting your children with us each and every day. And we look forward to when we're able to be back together. Even if you choose to come virtually to Newton High School, we still support you and look forward to seeing you, or even at games, at activities, and other events that we have at Newton High School. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Newton High School. Parents, you can see that you have a great administrative teams that are ready to welcome your students. At this time, Ms. Amy Cumming, our Director of Student and Family Support, will share our registration process. As a reminder, again, parents, if you have any questions throughout the meeting, please click on the link in the description of this YouTube live stream and submit your questions. We will dedicate time at the end of this presentation to answer your questions. Ms. Cumming.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for taking the time to be on here. It is my great privilege that I get to share with you the process for getting your 8th grade ready for high school. Some of you may have already sent children on to our Newton County schools, whether it's Eastside, Alcovy, or Newton. Some of you, it's your very first time, and I know this can be nerve-wracking to think that your child is going to be going to high school. And, you know, we have to do this a little bit differently, like we've done everything else. Before, you would have gone into the middle school, you would have had meetings with your 8th grade counselors. The high schools would have come over to talk to your students. So we can't do all that, but we are going to give you the best experience as a parent to help you be involved in your child registering for high school. And it is a big deal. And so we want to make sure that you have every tool that you can possibly need. So I'm going to share my screen with you in just a moment. And there is a place, it's a Canvas page. And I know you've probably heard about Canvas page with your students working virtually at home. There's a Canvas page dedicated just solely to 9th grade registration. It's going to have everything on there that you can possibly need as a parent to make sure that you are well informed and helping your child make the correct decisions. The first thing we're going to talk about is creating a parent portal. And if you don't have a parent portal yet, then you're going to want to do this. You are going to need this piece. This entire high school career for all 4 years, it's going to give you access to your students' schedule. You can see their attendance, you can see their grades. So if you can see with me, my screen, I'm on the Canvas page, and this is what it looks like. It has 6 boxes of all the things that you're going to need. The first thing I want you to do, if you haven't done this yet, is to create that Infinite Campus account for yourself. It's not for your child has one, but you need one. And when you click on this box right here, it's going to show you exactly what you need. There's a video here to show you every step to take if you need to watch the video. But honestly, it's very, very simple. You're going to click this link right here, and all you need are your child's the last 4 digits of their social security number and their birth date, and you're going to be able to create your own account. And you may wonder, why is it so important to have this parent portal? The reason it is important that you have this is because tomorrow morning, you're going to get an email from Newton County Schools with a survey that's going to allow you and your child to pick the electives. And if you're not familiar at the high school level, the electives are what we sometimes think about as the fun courses. Everybody has to take the language arts, the math, the science, and the social studies. Those are given courses. Those are state mandated. We have to take those. But then your students get to make a choice about their electives. So tomorrow morning, you're going to get this survey, and it's going to allow you, with your child, to choose the electives that you want. And I'm going to show you that in a few minutes, what it's going to look like. But it's so important that we have the most accurate, up-to-date email address for you, not your child, but for you, so that you can receive this survey. And the survey is very much like the survey that you did when you were making the choice about whether you wanted your child to go to school in person or to work virtually. So it's going to look similar to that. And I'm going to show it to you in just a moment. But again, I just want to make sure that you do go in and you create your child's portal. So, your parent portal. So if you haven't done this yet, you have all night long to get this done, because tomorrow morning, all this stays live. So even if in the middle of the night, you make your new account with your email address, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., that is the email address that the system is going to recognize. And that's the email address where you're going to get the survey for your child to make their course selections for 9th grade. Back on this parent portal, on this screen, we have the courses. And so if you want to look at the courses that your students can take in high school, you're going to click on the 9th grade course list right here. It's going to show you what is offered at the schools for 9th grade. Now, you see the English, the math, the science, and the social studies, and you see different versions of these classes. Your child's academic teacher, the teacher that has been teaching your child 8th grade English or 8th grade math or even 9th grade algebra. Some of your students have taken that in middle school. Your child's teacher knows your child the best when it comes to this academic piece. They have made the selections for your child. So that piece has been taken care of. Now, there are a few things that you need to keep in mind and you need to make some arrangements for. If you are interested in your child taking an advanced placement class, those are classes that are significantly more difficult. They have some significant requirements to them, and there's a test associated at the end. If the child passes the test, then that counts as college credit. That is something that you're going to want to talk to your middle school counselor about, and then they will refer you to the high school to have some serious conversations with your child's counselor about those kinds of choices. If your child is a Quest student, then that information rolls up to the high school. And if your child takes Quest classes now, they will also be placed in Quest classes at the high school. If you have any questions about those kinds of classes, then you will just simply contact your child's middle school counselor, and he or she can answer those questions for you. But again, here on this page is a list of all the classes that ninth graders are required to take. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, this is where you're going to see the pathways. You're going to see the electives. This is a part of the survey that you are going to participate in tomorrow. And when you look at this, Alcovy, Eastside, and Newton, they all have very similar courses that they offer. There are some that differ from school to school, but for the most part, they have the same courses. When you get your survey tomorrow, it will be specific to the high school that your child is zoned for. So you know that in Infinite Campus, we have your child's address, and that is associated with zoned schools. So if you live in a Newton High district, you're going to get a survey that has the electives for Newton High School. Same for Alcovy, same for Eastside. Now, I need to make sure that everyone understands this. When we do registration, it always happens. Maybe during the school year you've moved and we don't have your new address. And so you know that you aren't zoned for Eastside any longer, but you're zoned for Newton. So this is what I need for you to do. And these directions are going to be in the email when you get it. Go ahead and complete the survey based on your current school, the one that we have you zoned for. Go ahead and complete the survey choosing those electives. But if your address has changed and you know that you should be going to a different high school, please call your child's middle school. They will walk you through the process of the documents, changing your address, all those things, but still we'll have a selection of classes for your student. Once the school changes, then you'll get the survey again to make sure there are no changes if there are any additional offerings at that school. But please just know, when you get your survey tomorrow, go ahead and complete that survey. If you need to change a school, that can be done later, but go ahead and complete your survey. You'll see all these classes here. There's one thing that you need to know, that all ninth graders are required to take a half of year of health and a half of year of PE. So that's considered one of their electives. Some of your students took that as 8th graders, so they've already met that requirement. Those that have not, they will complete that requirement in the 9th grade. Students who are in band and chorus, the band and chorus teachers will talk to you about the different options and working band and chorus into their elective schedule. Sometimes those pieces can be a little bit tricky, but our counselors, our teachers, they're experts at making all that fit into the schedule so that students are able to do everything that they want to do at the high school level. Okay, so you have the opportunity to go through this page. This link to the Canvas page is on your child's middle school website. It's on the district website. It's at the high school. I encourage you to go to your zoned high school's webpage, go through the webpage, become familiar with the different pieces, become familiar with the different people that your child is going to be encountering. The main thing as a parent that you need to do right now is to complete this survey. And like I said, that survey is going to come to the email that we have on file. It will look like this. So I want you to see what the email will actually look like. Let me share this with you. Sorry. You don't want to miss it. Sometimes they will go to the trash page, and I hate to say that, but sometimes bulk emails will get sent to another place, and you just miss it. So we have a lot of times when we do that other email, you will see that we find that just ended up in the junk mailbox. So please, first thing in the morning, check your junk mailbox, make sure that you see that. And this is what it's going to look like. It's going to say 9th grade elective selection survey. That will be the line that you will see, and it will come from Newton County Schools. So please be on the lookout for that. If you've not received it by noon, then you may contact your school's, your child's school, and they can speak with a counselor to help you. Some of you may not have access to your to internet or to your laptop or technology for whatever reason. If that is the case, please just call your child's middle school, speak with your child's counselor, and you can make those selections over the phone, and your counselor can help you do that. I think that tonight, just a reminder that if you have some questions, to put those into the Q&A. That's all I have. I just, again, encourage you to make sure that you've made that parent portal. You will need that for the next 4 years to help your child stay in check, in line, to assist them anytime they need some help, to communicate with your child's school. It allows you to get any information that comes out from the district. I mean, it's an instant email if that information is correct. So please, the 2 things that you need to do is make sure your parent portal is up to date with the most current email address. Watch for that email to come tomorrow morning and make those selections with your child. The directions will be in that email in the survey, and it's going to look just like this. I'm going to share this with you very quickly, and then I'm going to turn this over for questions. And we will be able to get off here. So here's your survey. This is what it's going to look like. This is just an example. This is for Newton High School. As an example, you'll scroll down. They'll have your name, your information. Click next. And you're going to have the ability to choose 3 electives. And if you want to choose marketing, all you do is click and put a check in, and that's all you have to do. And you will just submit at the end. And that is all there is to the survey, and your child's elective choices will be complete. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Warfield. Dr. Warfield, do we have any questions that we can help with, support? Any questions from anyone?
Yes, ma'am, we have some questions. Give me just a moment. I will read the first question. This question is for one of our high school administrators. There's a question that says, will you all speak about dual enrollment for high school? Could someone share a little bit about dual enrollment?
Well, I'll just jump in real quick about dual enrollment. That's really something as an 8th grader going into 9th grade that's not necessarily available and really the focus for that. The 9th grade year, you're really getting acclimated to the high school setting, the environment, and dual enrollment is really more preserved for the 11th and 12th grade years if certain conditions are met in terms of being on track for graduation and some other areas. So for that initial first year, those 4 years will go fast, but that initial first year, dual enrollment's not really an option for our freshmen.
Thank you so much, Principal Chur. The next question, Ms. Cummings, she's had an opportunity to share this, but I see that it is a new question, and it says, hello, will I be able to pick my son's classes? Ms. Cummings? Okay,
I'm not exactly sure what you mean by classes. The academic courses are chosen by your child's teacher. The math, science, social studies, and English language arts, those classes are chosen. Your child's teacher makes those recommendations. Now, once that schedule is set, if you are not happy with the selections that are made, and by happy, it would just simply mean that maybe your child was placed into a Quest class and you've decided that maybe you don't want your child to participate in Quest, something like that. But as far as the choices of what your child takes in the 9th grade, that is set by the state. Yes, you will be able to make choices, selections, recommendations for the electives, and your child's counselor and high school will do their very best to accommodate those needs. But remember, there are lots of students and there are fewer classes. So it's not a first come, first serve type thing. It is works at each school based on needs. So I hope that answers the question, but the survey will allow you to choose the classes that you are most interested in for the electives.
Ms. Cumming, the next question is for you again. Is it possible to have multiple parents set up on the parent portal?
Yes, more than one parent can have a parent portal account. Within Infinite Campus, we have it set as a primary and then secondary. So the primary within Infinite Campus, when your child's registration, that is the email address that will get the surveys and those kinds of things. Only one family member will get surveys. But yes, you can have multiple accounts.
Thank you, Ms. Cumming. The next question, what does the registration process look like for students that are doing Edgenuity? And I believe that is in reference to students that are self-paced students at this time. Ms. Cumming.
The students that are registered in Edgenuity, you will also be getting the survey for the electives, because that, whether you continue in Edgenuity or whether you decide to go in person to high school next school year, we will still need that information. The selection for courses for your student, the academic courses, that is fairly set within Edgenuity as well. So those courses will be automatically set based on what a 9th grader would take within Edgenuity. Dr. Warfield, you may be able to offer a little bit more to that answer if I didn't quite clarify all that.
You did. Thank you so much. The next question, would you provide some additional information about the Alana's program? So this informational right now is about 9th grade registration. It's about all courses. However, information regarding Alana's as well as our STEM program, Alana's Academy of Liberal Arts is at Newton High School, and our STEM program is at the Newton College and Career Academy. An informational video will be shared next week in reference to both programs, and the applications will be available March 1st. I don't know if Principal Buff or someone on our team has anything additional to share.
Thank you, Dr. Warfield. I would like to just share that the Academy of Liberal Arts at Newton High School is a prestigious program that's focused on a liberal arts education. And by liberal arts, we mean that we focus on our fine arts programming, our foreign language programming, English, and also social studies. Each student has an opportunity to come into Newton High School and choose a program of study similar to what they would choose at a collegiate level. We also have a community service aspect in the Alana's program, as well as parent involvement plays a key role. Our lead for that program is Dr. Lockhart, and her information is available on our website under the Alana's tab. She is wonderful and she would love to share, and we would love for you guys to participate in our Alana's open house in a couple of weeks, the first week of March.
Thank you so much, Principal Buff. The next question that we have, Ms. Cumming. The question is, can I choose which school for my child to attend, or will the school choose for me? And I think this would be in reference to in parent portal, I would believe.
Can you ask me that question one more time? Are they asking if they can choose their school?
Or will the school choose for me? So I'm thinking that the question is in reference to, do they select the school that their student transitions to, or will we automatically do that?
It's automatically done.
Yes, ma'am.
Based on addresses.
The next question says, how do I access the Canvas page for this important information? We've included the link in the description of this YouTube live stream. So if you look where you've submitted questions, there's a link now that's added for you to click on that link and you can see the information, as well as it will be emailed to you from your schools. So they will share this information with you as well. Another question is in reference to Alanis, and we have already shared that. Okay. And I'm trying to, questions are loading. Give me one moment. Okay, I have another question. Ms. Cumming, and this will be our final question. What do we need to do if we will be moving to a different school zone before the beginning of the school year?
Okay, that is a student services question, and that needs to be taken care of at your current middle school. You need to have a conversation with the school registrar. They can explain that information to you about the information that is needed, the new address, the documents, all those things. So contact your child's middle school tomorrow morning and they can walk you through that process. That's a very good question. That happens all the time.
Thank you so much. This concludes our shared time in our presentation this evening. If you have additional questions, and there are more questions that are coming in at this time, what we'll do is we'll take your questions and we will create a frequently asked questions document, and we'll add that information to our Canvas page. I want to say thank you for joining us. I want to say thank you to Ms. Cumming, to our Alcovy team, our Newton High team, and our Eastside team. We thank you for joining us. Parents, I know you, if you can't hear it in our voices, I hope that you feel it as well. We are very excited to welcome your students to high school. Class of 2025, we cannot wait to meet you and to see you at the end at graduation in 2025. We hope that each of you have a wonderful evening.